Ask Allah or ask Ar-Rahman. أيما تدعو فله الأسماء الحسنى. Whatever the name you call upon Allah for, He has the greatest of names, the most beautiful of names. So after Allah, probably there is Ar-Rahman. There is Ar-Rahman. They called Musaylima, that false prophet at the time of the Prophet ﷺ. They called him Yamama. The Rahman of Al-Yamama. Yamama was this region in Saudi Arabia today. And they called him the Rahman of Yamama. And they tried to deny the name. Quraysh tried to deny the name. This is why Allah Azza wa Jalla said, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمُ اسْجُدُوا لِلرَّحْمَنِ قَالُوا وَمَا الرَّحْمَنِ. And when they are asked to make prostration to Ar-Rahman, they say, what is Ar-Rahman? Who is Ar-Rahman? They pretend like they don't know who Ar-Rahman is. However, when you pretend to not know something, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. When you deny something, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Have you been to America? No. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's a very important rule in Usul Fiqh. Something that will come back to you all your life. So better understand it now. If you don't know something, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's very, very important. That's basically the difference between us and the atheists. For them, we don't see, it doesn't exist. Yeah, we agree with you that you don't see, but really, what you don't see doesn't exist? Are you this big-headed that whatever you don't see doesn't exist? Okay, have you ever seen a black hole? When a star dies, it becomes a hole in space and it sucks everything in. Whole stars, galaxy are sucked into a black hole. They know it exists. They know the effects of it, but they've never seen one. They've never seen a black hole. Yeah, what about emotions? Say, oh, I love my little brother. Really? You do? Show me. Is there this chemical imbalance that you call love? But they believe in it. If his wife tells him, I don't love you, he's going to be very mad. However, he can't see it. So there is this rule that whatever you don't know does not mean it doesn't exist. You talk to people about Khilafah and they, what? I've never heard about this. Really? What does that make Khilafah? Just because you haven't heard about it, does it make it nullified? Does it make it non-existent? Does it make it ridiculous? It makes you ignorant. You didn't know about it, yes. But it doesn't make Khilafah nullified. It may seem obvious, but it's not. I know it's obvious and it's logical, but it's not. People use it a lot. I haven't heard about it, ergo, it doesn't exist. But it doesn't work like that, does it? So, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Basmala. There is no difference between the ulama, between the scholars, that Basmala is not part of Surah Bara'ah or Surah Tawbah. Allah Azza wa Jalla did not begin this surah with Basmala. It's the only surah that Allah Azza wa Jalla did not begin with Basmala, with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. They said it was so harsh, it was meant to be so harsh to the kuffar. Allah did not want to begin it with Rahman, with ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. He just wanted to say Bara'atun min Allahi wa Rasulih. But Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is part of an ayah, and some of it is part of an ayah. Who can give me by the way, sisters, I'm not into this. I'm not into just talking, so I have to have feedback as well. This is what I do with the brothers. I know it's a bit awkward, but you get used to it. What is the ayah in the Quran which has Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim? Anyone know?
You want the brothers to say as well?
Huh? Let's pause for a moment. See. Anyone know? No?
I think it's Muhammad Salman alayhi salam directed to the Sabah.
Yes, in Surah An-Naml, Surah An-Naml, Sulaiman alayhi salam says in the letter, as the Queen of Sheba later on reads, إِنَّهُ مِن سُلَيْمَانَ وَإِنَّهُ بِسْمِ اللَّهِ الرَّحْمَنِ الرَّحِيمِ. It is from Sulaiman and it begins as such, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Jazakumullah. Another thing, they said some of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is part of an ayah. It's in Al-Fatiha. Yeah? So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So some of the Basmala, some of Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is an ayah, is a verse in the Quran. So there is no difference about this. That it's not part of a tawbah. It is part of a nam, but the rest there is a big difference about. Some people said it's a verse of every surah. Allah made Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim the first verse of every surah. It means that it is wajib. It's compulsory to read it at the beginning of every surah. What time did we begin?
Can't get on this actually.
Anyone know when did we begin? The half? Huh? Okay. So, some ulama said it's a verse of every surah. So Allah just put it at the beginning of every surah, it counts with the surah itself. So it's an ayah from Al-Fatiha, ayah from Al-Baqarah, ayah from Ali Imran, etc. This is the opinion of Ibn Abbas, Umar, Ibn Zubair, Shafi'i, one of the opinions of Ahmad. Ahmad has many opinions. Ahmad radiallahu anhu would have sometimes in one issue six opinions. Another opinion about Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is that it is not an ayah from Fatiha, nor is it an ayah from any other surah. It's just a formula that Allah taught us to have barakah at the beginning of the surah. So it's not part of the Quran, it's just an invocation, a prayer, dua. Yeah. Some people said, and this is the opinion, by the way, this is the opinion of Imam Malik. And some people said, this is the opinion of this is the opinion of Ibn Taymiyyah. The opinion of Ibn Taymiyyah and other scholars as well. I think it was Ibn al-Mubarak as well. However, Ibn Taymiyyah said it's an ayah, but it's an independent ayah. Allah revealed it between the surahs, so it's not part of any surah. He said we can't deny it's from the Quran because the Sahaba wrote it in the Quran. However, we can't really say it's part of every surah because the Sahaba did not write it as part of every surah. So the middle is to say that it is an ayah, it was revealed by Allah, but it's not part of any surah, it's just between the surah. Between every surah and surah there is an ayah. That's like in the middle. And that seems to me to be the most correct opinion. That's what I believe anyway. You can make up your own mind. That's the knowledge about Bismillah. However, that's the information about Bismillah. That's what goes into the brain. However, what goes into the heart is to understand what Bismillah is. Why do we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim? It's very important. They said that when a human being starts doing something, anything, in this life, we're very limited. We are very limited as human beings. We don't know how to do a lot of things. We're weak, we're limited, we forget, we are corruptible, we are able to make big mistakes, we assume a lot of things. Allah tells you indirectly, before you do anything in this dunya, You need a couple of things. You need many things. You need, for example, knowledge on how to do it. Ilm. You need qudra, ability. You need khibra, experience. You need many things to do something right. And on your own, you can't do that. Why? Because you're ignorant. As a human being, by the way. Whatever you know, you're ignorant. That's our nature. We're not very able. Yeah. But Allah showed you a way, before you do anything, to invoke the name of Allah, to mention the name of Allah. And we said that the name of Allah is the principal name of God. Yeah. So under it there is all the names. So if you say Bismillah, you mean Bismillah al-Qadir, the able. So you're telling to Allah, give me some of your ability. Bismillah al-Alim, the all knowledgeable. Give me some of your ilm, some of your knowledge, etc., etc. So when you say Bismillah, you're saying, I begin this, I begin whatever I'm doing, while invoking the name of Allah, who is Al-Khabir, Al-Alim, Al-Qadir, and all the names, or trying to pray to Allah to help you with all these names and all these attributes. Yeah? Another reason for it is, you know, sisters, that